Episode 4 The Voyage Cached بشه که The Voyage Begins کشتم دست بکر All night we were busy getting the ship ready to sail. The sun was just coming up when everyone moved to their places ready to leave the docks.
Cock, give us a song!
A man said,
The old one!
cried another man.
And Silver, who was standing nearby, started to sing the song I knew so well.
Aye, aye, mates.
Silver said,
15 men on the dead man's chest.
The crew replied,
Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum.
It was an exciting moment, and the song carried me back to the Admiral Bimbo in a second, and I seemed to hear the old captain singing too.
The crew were experienced sailors, and the captain certainly knew what he was doing. By the time we arrived at the treasure island, 2 or 3 things had happened which I should tell you about. First, Mr. Arrow was worse than the captain had feared, and he had no control over the crew, and people did what they liked. Then, after a day or 2 at sea, he began to act like a man who was drunk. Again and again, he was sent below deck because he couldn't work properly.
Where does he get the rum?
But no one knew where he could be getting the drink.
No one was very surprised or sad, therefore, when one dark stormy night, he disappeared and was not seen again.
He must have fallen over the side of the ship, the captain said.
Long John Silver and see him at work, and was always glad to see me in the galley, which he kept very clean. Although he only had 1 leg, he moved about on board with amazing ease. The crew did what he told them to and seemed to like him, and he was friendly to everyone.
Hawkins, come and have a chat with John,
he used to say.
Here is Captain Fleet, named after the famous pirate.
And he pointed to the parrot he kept in a cage in the corner of the galley. And the parrot used to say again and again, pieces of 8, until John threw a cloth over the cage.
It has been everywhere with that old parrot. It says pieces of 8 because it was there when the ships were pulled out from the seabed with 350,000 of those coins on board,
Explained the cook. Episode 4 حلقه 4 بشه 2 What I heard in the apple barrel عوامنهای جبوی نوبر میرسه بادا. Before we arrived at the treasure island, something happened that dramatically changed what I thought about Long John Silver. On the deck of the ship was a barrel of apples. One evening, when I had finished work, I went up on deck to get an apple. I climbed into the barrel and found that there were hardly any apples left. But sitting down there in the dark with the gentle movement of the ship, I must have fallen asleep. Suddenly, I woke up as someone sat down heavily against the barrel. Then the man began to speak. It was Silver's voice. Frightened, I sat and listened. Huh?
Oh. Flint was the captain, not I. I looked after the supplies. I lost my leg at the same time that Pew lost his eyes. Then I saw Flint's ship so heavy with gold. I thought it would sink.
Dick, the youngest man on the board, said. The best of them was Flint.
Well, I got 2,000 from Flint. That is not bad for a simple sailor, is it? I put it all safe in the bank. It is all about saving. But where are Flint's men now? Most of them are on this ship. And they are glad to earn a bit of money. You see, I save my money. Whereas those other gentlemen of fortune spent it on rum and a good time. Then they have to go to sea again when they have nothing left but their shirts. But I'm 50 now, and when I finish this voyage, I will be able to live somewhere for the rest of my life.
But you cannot go back to Bristol after this.
Oh, surely you are right. But my wife is getting all my money now. She is selling the spyglass and she will meet me somewhere away from Bristol when I am finished.
I like my job much better now, after I have talked with you, said the young man Dick. You're a brave boy. And clever too. I have never seen a better gentleman of fortune.
By this time I had begun to understand that when Silver said gentlemen of fortune, he meant pirates. And I knew that he had just corrupted one of the honest men on ship.
Ha! Dick is with us,
Said Silver.
I knew he would be.
Replied the coxswain, his right hands.
But when are we going to do something? I want their food and drink.
Said Hans again.
Now Captain Smollett is an excellent sailor and the doctor and the Sequoia have the map somewhere secret, which means I don't know where it is, do I? So, I say that we wait until they have found the treasure, and they have helped us to get it on board.
We are all sailors on board this ship. We don't need Smollett and the others.
We can sail the ship, but who would know which direction to go? Listen, I know the type of man you are. You are never happy until you are drunk. And then you make mistakes, Israel Hans. But I know how to do this. Believe me, if we do it too quickly, we will hang.
Alright,
but when we do get them, what will we do to them?
asked Dick.
We can leave them on the island, or we can kill them. That is what Flint or Billy Bones would have done. I say we ought to kill them. We will wait, and then we will do it. Now, let us have some rum. Keep quiet until I give the word. Jack, I will let you get it. Here is the key. Fill up a cup and bring it up.
I realized that this must have been how Mr. Otto had got the drink that killed him,
Not another man will join.
said the coxswain quietly while Dick was gone. So I thought there must be honest men on board.
Land ho!
Almost at the same time a voice shouted, Episode 4 بخش 3 I share the bad news او آخفتن منهای بود من بو حوالا بودم.
The moon started to shine and men came running onto the deck, and I jumped quickly out of the barrel without being seen and joined them at the bow. To the southwest were the 3 hells of Treasure Island. I heard Silver telling Captain Smollett that he had stopped in a bay here years before to get supplies and water.
All hands!
Asked the captain.
Any of you seen that land before? I have, sir.
Replied Silver.
I had stopped here years before to get supplies and water. Look at this map,
Said Captain Smollett.
and show me the place.
Long John's eyes burned in his head as he took the map. However, the map was not the map we had found in Billy Bones' chest. It was a new copy, complete in every detail apart from the red crosses and the red notes. Silver must have been disappointed, but he managed to hide it well.
Thank you.
Captain Smollett said. A few moments later, when I was close enough to Dr. Livesey, I quietly told him that I urgently needed to speak to him and the Sequoia and the captain in the cabin. Doctor, I urgently need to talk to you and the Sequoia and the captain in the cabin. I explained everything I had heard. All 3 of them thanked me for my luck and for being brave.
Captain Smollett, you were right. I was wrong. I put myself under your order.
First, we must go on because we cannot turn back. If I told them to turn back, they would attack us immediately. Secondly, we have time, at least before we find the treasure. Thirdly, there are honest men. They will be found sooner or later. We should attack them when they least expect it. Men you brought from home are honest, Trelawney. As honest as myself. That is 3 men, the captain said. And now we can make 7, including Hawkins here. Which of others do you think are honest?
Probably the men that Trelawney found before he met Silver.
Replied the doctor.
But perhaps not.
Said Sequoia.
Israel was one of mine, but now he's with Silver.
Well, said the captain.
We must keep quiet and watch them all. We shouldn't do anything until we know our men. Jim here can help us more than anyone.
Said the doctor.
The men like him and he is good at noticing things.
I began to feel very worried, since I didn't feel that I could help very much. But in the end, it was because of me that we were saved. However, at that moment, our situation looked very bad. There were only 7 out of the 26 on board who we knew were honest. And of these 7, 1 was only a boy. It was me.